Alright, let's get into it. Today, we're talking about something that's absolutely driving me up the wall, this obsession with making every single game open world. I mean, come on, not every game needs to be a sprawling, 100-hour collectathon just to feel worthy. What happened to tight, focused gameplay experiences that respected our time? Let's dive into why this trend is ruining gaming for so many of us. So, let's start with the biggest offender, the maps. Sure, open-world maps look gorgeous when you first step into them. You pan the camera around, see some distant mountain, and think, wow, I can go there. But then you realize, it's all empty. You spend half your time running or riding to a location, passing endless stretches of nothing. And when you finally get there, it's the same repetitive kill some enemies or pick up these random items quest you've done 5 times already. I'm looking at you, Ubisoft. Don't think I haven't noticed that your open-world games all feel like they were made with a copy-paste tool. Climb the tower. Unlock the map. Collect the 25 identical feathers scattered around. Is that fun? Is anyone really enjoying that? And let's talk traversal mechanics. Why do so many open-world games make getting around such a chore? Sure, they throw in horses or vehicles, but half the time, they're clunky as hell. Or worse, they make you unlock fast travel way too late in the game, forcing you to trek across the map like a delivery driver in medieval fantasyland. Fast travel is not a luxury, it's a necessity when your game is this bloated. Now, side quests. They're supposed to be the heart of open-world games, right? A chance to explore unique stories and characters. But what do we get instead? 100 variations of the same quest, kill 5 wolves for me, random stranger. Hey, go fetch my lost amulet, it's across the map for no reason. Oh no, bandits have kidnapped my husband. Can you rescue him? Again? It's like developers think quantity equals quality. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. Give me 5 good side quests with meaningful stories and choices over 50 filler fetch quests any day. Games like The Witcher 3 nailed this, its side quests felt like mini-stories. But for every Witcher 3, we get 10 games that treat side quests like a to-do list for players with too much time on their hands. Also, why does it feel like every NPC in these games has no personality beyond needing something from you? If I wanted a game about running errands, I'd go outside and do my own chores. This obsession with open-world design is killing pacing and storytelling, too. Back in the day, linear games were like a well-directed movie, every mission had a purpose, every scene moved the story forward. Now? You get one cool mission, and then the game slams the brakes, saying, hold up, you're underleveled. Go grind side quests and collect some random junk before you can progress. By the time I get back to the main story, I've forgotten half of what was happening. Imagine watching a movie where every 15 minutes, you're forced to pause and go watch a random episode of a different show. That's what modern open-world games feel like. Even worse, the story missions themselves often feel diluted. Instead of building tension, the game throws in random detours or filler content. It's like the developers are terrified of letting players stick to the main path, so they keep shoving distractions in your face. Just let me enjoy the damn story. Here's another thing, not every franchise is meant to go open world. Some games shine because they're linear and focused. Remember God of War? It's not open world, it's semi-open at best, and that game is a masterpiece because it knows when to expand and when to stay focused. But now, we're seeing franchises that have no business going open world jump on the bandwagon. Halo Infinite, anyone? Why did we need an open world Halo game? The old Halo games worked because they were tightly designed experiences with perfect pacing. Now it's like, here's a huge map, go capture these random outposts. That's not innovation, that's filler. It feels like developers are afraid of being called outdated if their game doesn't have a giant sandbox map. But guess what? Some of the best games of all time are linear. You don't need a massive world to tell a great story or create fun gameplay. And let's not forget the cost of making these massive open worlds. Developers pour so much time and money into creating huge maps that they skimp on everything else, like bug testing, innovative gameplay mechanics, or polished combat systems. The result? Games that look impressive but feel shallow. Oh, and let's not ignore the fact that open-world games are usually packed with microtransactions and DLC to enhance the experience. You've already got a bloated game, now you want me to pay extra for stuff that should have been included from the start? Give me a break. Now, don't get me wrong, open-world games can be amazing. When they're done right, they offer freedom, immersion, and endless possibilities. Games like Breath of the Wild or Elden Ring are fantastic because they use their open worlds intelligently. They're filled with meaningful exploration, secrets, and gameplay that respects the player's time. But for every Breath of the Wild, there's a dozen half-baked games with empty worlds and pointless busywork. If you're going to go open world, make sure the world deserves to be explored. Otherwise, just stick to linear design. It's okay, we'll love you for it. So, here's the bottom line, not every game needs to be open world. Developers, please stop forcing this trend on every franchise. Focus on making your game fun, engaging, and purposeful, whether it's a 10-hour linear adventure or a 100-hour epic. Because at the end of the day, all we want is a game that respects our time and delivers a great experience. What do you think? Are you sick of every game trying to be open world? Or are you loving the trend? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this rant with your fellow gamers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.